Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This can be considered a part 2 to my second video, which is the Adam and Eve story. This video came about because yesterday I was actually cleaning out some storage and I ran across some old affirmations and like a bunch of old books, journals, notebooks, vision boards, desires from 2015. And surprisingly, some of the desires that I had back then have been the same all this time. Some of them really never manifested. Okay. I may have had some signs or flickers of light here and there over the years. So I sat and I thought about this for a while. If my thoughts create, right? Why haven't I actually manifested these things, and why do I still have them all these years? At the time of me writing those, it wasn't from a place of awareness like I am now. So I really have to say that because that is the key point for my video right now. So let's go ahead and jump back into it. I decided to go back to Genesis, a metaphor for a failed manifestation. But yeah, so Genesis 2, I'm going to go all the way down to verse 15, where God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it. The only instructions that God gave to Adam was do not eat from the tree of knowledge. So we move down a little bit further. God decided that he wanted to have a suitable helper for Adam, right? So he put him in a deep, deep sleep and then created a helper. Adam and his wife were both naked and they felt no shame. Let's just break this down. You are God. The garden is the mind. Adam and Eve, we know, is the conscious and the subconscious, right? They kind of identified Eve as the subconscious mind when they said they put Adam in a deep, deep, deep sleep, right? The subconscious mind is the deeper part of the mind. God put Adam in a deep, deep, deep sleep and created the helper. God said, do not eat from the tree of knowledge. So knowledge is facts, informations, and skills acquired by a person through experience or education. The state of being aware of something, the range of one's information or understanding, the circumstance or condition of apprehending truth or fact through reasoning. So the tree of experience, the tree of information, the tree of understanding, right? So let's go back to the story a little bit. God said this, you are to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will certainly die. Okay, so Adam and Eve actually were both naked and they felt no shame. Now let's take it back to us. So you have a desire. Your mind is the garden, right? Your thoughts are seeds. You are planting a thought in your mind. And the only job that we have when we have a desire is to make sure that we tend the garden with our conscious and our subconscious mind. But the only rule is to never eat from the tree of knowledge, logic, thinking, or reasoning. Or we're going to skip down to Genesis 3 now. The serpent said, you will certainly not die, and your eyes will be opened. You will be like God, knowing good and evil. They ate and they realized they were naked. So as soon as they ate into the tree of knowledge, this is where the logic part comes in. It's like, hey, look, I'm naked. This is how I can break down how I clearly never manifested my desires back in the days, because I had a desire. I knew what I wanted. But when I looked at the logical side of it or the practical side of it, it brings a lot of doubt. It pulls you out of the state of abundance, which is your desire of having what you want, right? You go back to it is what it is. Things are the way they are. The awareness of being naked is a state of awareness of having lack, right? So their eyes were open as to what is. Our job is to only tend the garden. Our job is not to figure it out. Our job is not to ask how, when, where, reasoning and wondering. Because when you do, you literally come into a state of lack. So it all made sense to me because I had planted desires in my mind. I knew what I wanted, but logically, it seems so impossible to me to have it. That right there pauses our manifestations and keeps them for many, many years. All right. It's a human thing to want to always be logical instead of focusing on where we want to go. Not saying this, that you can't get there from thinking logically. You can get there either way, but it's a hard way and it's an easy way. The hard way is when you think logically, right? Adam and Eve, he cursed them with the hard life. He kicked them out the garden. He no longer want nothing to do with them because they're thinking logically. After that, I'm talking about childbirth, meaning your desires, birthing, getting what you want is not going to be easy. You know, the Bible is a metaphorical literature. Very interesting, very, very interesting. So that is my video for today. If you guys have any questions or interested in any type of coaching, I do coach. Let's make the best of it. Let's make the best of our journey here on earth. And that's what we're here for. Let's not make it hard for ourselves. But if you guys like this video, don't forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe. Okay?